Well, day 4 harvest. Sun's already coming out real nice. Things are drying off. Unloaded the cleaner last night, and now my unloading auger won't go back in, or wouldn't go back in last night. So that's the first thing on the list this morning, figure out why the unloading auger won't go back in. Not sure if it's a switch, not sure if it's a cylinder, not even sure if it's not a solenoid valve. So I got a test light and some jumper wires. I'm going to mess around with it this morning, see if I can't get that auger go back in or determine what's going on. Sad part is if it's a switch, the nearest Gleaner dealer is an hour from here. So I'll have to make a road trip, or I'll have to go up to Worthington Ag Parts and just take a switch or a couple switches out of another machine. I should have took some switches the last time I was there, didn't even think about it. It's the small things like that you don't think about. So I'm going to get started on it and see if we can't get it running, because it sure helps out when both machines are running. So I'm going to get up in there in the cab. I already got the switches tore out. I tore them out last night, took screws out, got the whole column pulled up out. So I'm going to see if I can't figure out what's going on. So, and hopefully get some beans cut today. Problem is, I'd run it with the auger out, but the problem is the auger rolled farther forward, and now it's too low to get over the hopper bottom. So I got to get it up somehow. So we'll see what I can do. Well, found the problem. Got my auger folded back in. It was the blue wire with the yellow stripe. The end pulled right off of it, so it wasn't making connection last night. And at some point, somebody switched the hoses around on the valve body. So the schematic there does not match how the hoses are plumbed on a valve body. Something strange. So I was looking at the actual real height valve spot last night, not the right auger one. So Dad Strength's going to go get me some electrical connectors, and we're going to patch on some new wire, put a new fitting on the end of it, slide it back on the solenoid, and we're ready to go back to cutting beans. I gotta go in the cab now and put the dash all back together, because I thought it was in the switch, but it wasn't. So I'm gonna have to go put that back together. So we're getting ready to go cut beans. Got all my fluids topped off. One of the best things we ever got for our farm and our excavating business are these oil safe containers. These things are nice. When you want to dump it, you just twist the nozzle and it turns it on, and then you hit the button on the back to give it some air, and then it flows. So these things are great. And when you twist this back, it's flat. So when you want it clean, you just wipe it off, twist it open, and away you go. Things are fantastic, and they hold like, I think this one's like 2.5 gallon it'll hold. So things are great. So okay, we're gonna get to cutting beans. Dad's putting fuel in his combine. Mine's all ready to go. So we're gonna get at it and see what we can get knocked out today. And we're cutting beans. So everything's going smooth this morning. Dried out pretty quick. So we got the gleaner figured out. Just a broken wire, luckily, nothing major. That's an easy fix. So went to get our other hopper bottom and semi, but having trouble with that trailer for some reason. The brakes aren't releasing. They air up. It takes about 20 minutes to air the trailer up, and we checked to make sure that the air lines were unrestricted. There's no screens plugged or anything. It's just one of the air valves or brake chambers on the trailers giving us fits. So instead of messing around with it, we decided just to get cutting beans. We'll just do everything with one truck. We'll probably just hook the grain cart up to the 4955 later. Just run one truck and a grain cart. That'll be enough to keep up. So that's where we're at on that. Kind of hoping to have both semis running, but it is what it is for now. So tonight we'll mess with them air valves and see if we can figure out what's going on. But don't want to waste these beautiful sunny days not getting any beans cut, messing with trailers. So, but if anybody wants watches Welker Farms on YouTube and are friends with Scott, or Leg Arms as he's known of, if you're friends with him on Instagram or Facebook, go over there and wish him a speedy recovery. He had an unfortunate farm accident yesterday and left him with a broken arm. So if anybody could go over there and wish him a speedy recovery and get his mind off of things. It's just unfortunate that stuff happens like that. He's a great guy, and you just hate to see anything like that happen. You know, it just goes to show every day is not guaranteed. You know, what we do is a very dangerous business. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Even if we do our best to keep ourselves safe, things still go wrong. Injuries still happen. From what I understand, a drawbar from a big buck fell on his arm and broke his right arm in 2 places. So just go over there and wish him a speedy recovery. Keep him in your prayers. Keep his family in your prayers. And I wish him the best. Just want to know we're all thinking about him. You know, us being farmers, we're a big family, really. When one of us gets hurt, we all come together, help the other out. You know, I'd be there helping them, but you know, the distance issue, it is Montana and I'm in Indiana, so that's a long ways to travel. And I'm sure there's neighbors out there that are willing to lend a hand, and he's got his brother and his dad, which, you know, that's a good thing. Got plenty of help. So, but anyways, we're gonna keep cutting beans and see what we can get done today.